Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing, I was just talking about it out there. You know, we were supposed to be in an MTE in New York um, with Nova and Virginia and Missouri, and then that got, because of the NBA thing, that kind of got mixed up. So, um, thank you. We were hoping for our first Big Ten game to be on Thursday and Wednesday, but we had no other room to squeeze a game in. So, yeah, I mean, the biggest thing going into this one was just get our bench more minutes and give them the experience, which we did. Yeah, I think he's doing a great job. His leadership has been great. Um, I think the biggest thing for me, it gives me someone that I know that I have a lot of confidence in coming off the bench, that understands the system, that I know is going to do all the right things, make all the right plays. And I just think it's taken a lot of pressure of him having to make shots with that first group. I mean, I made him a jump shooter in that first group, and now he's able to be more of a playmaker. Yeah, I mean, Tafara, like, I keep telling people, that's what we see every day. It's just, I got to somehow get him to turn his motor on right away when he first goes in, because that's what he's capable of doing all the time. And I think some of the bench guys are trying to coast into the game instead of trying to explode into the game. And I think once he figures it out, it will help us tremendously.
Kevin, I think it was 25 of 32 shots came off of assists today. What did you see from the ball movement today that might have been different from the past?
You know what? It helps when you have guys make shots. So when you go, I mean, we shot almost 50% from three. So your ball movement looks a lot better when you're popping the ball and you have guys that make shots. That was one of our issues last year, is we would pop the ball and get open. We were 7th in the country in open shots. We were 340th in making them. You know, this year it's different. You know, you got Rodney, you got Selton, Jacoby, Jay's making shots, Malachi can make shots. So it's, the ball movement's good and we're popping it, but we also have guys just making shots.
After that brief offensive dry spell, 7-8 minutes in, did you see anything different aside from just the shots going in?
No, just our defensive intensity picked back up. We were able to get on the break a little bit, and they've come out. I mean, I think they played 9 road games. They've come out and played everyone really hard for the first 20 minutes. I mean, really hard. When you've been on the road for 9 days, you know eventually it's going to go away.
And for Jude, 10 of 12 from the line. Obviously overhauled his form a little bit. What can you talk about his development at the free throw line over the last few years?
I think he's done a good job of understanding that was a big weakness for him. You know, if he had shot 70% last year, he averages another 4 points a game, which is monstrous. Not only for him, but for us. When you lose 7 3-point games. So I think he understood. He worked hard this summer, and I think he's got a lot of confidence in his shot right now.
To that end, Coach, how important is that going into the Big Ten part of your schedule to have Derek and Juju so comfortable at the line?
Yeah, it's big because we're gonna need them. We're gonna have to throw the ball inside. I mean, you know, you just can't in this conference. I mean, it's gonna have to be pound the ball inside, and the games get 10 times more physical in the next 2 games. So to have guys that when they rebound the basketball can get fouled. It's a little bit more of a security blanket than it was in the past.
And this time of the season, as you're getting ready to go into the conference schedule, important to today, I saw you call a timeout to make sure that your walk-ons get on and they get what they need.
Say that again. I totally zoned out. I apologize.
This time of the season, I saw you called a timeout to make sure one of your walk-ons got on. Important at this time before you get into the conference schedule.
You know, it's Ben and Lukas are 2 young men that they come, they work every day. They don't get a whole lot of opportunities, so that when you do get the opportunity to touch the court, I think it is special for them. And they've been lucky this year. I mean, we only had 2 opportunities last year for them to do it. This year it's been almost 5 or 6. So when you can get everyone in the game, it's rewarding to the guys that put the work in.
Terrific. Everybody have a good night.